Hello, my spicy friends. Today, I'm going to be showcasing my battles in the PvP for Life Pokemon Go tournament hosted by the New Mexico Fight Club. This is a tournament dedicated to raising funds for mental health charities everywhere, really. I thought it was a really good cause, and it was also a great way to fight some really great battlers in the Pokemon Go competitive scene, so I thought I would join in and show my support and just battle with some of my friends. So anyway, in this first battle against Burnobus, I'm in a pretty rough spot. I just took out a Skarmory, and now he's bringing Medicham, and he has his own Trevenant, and there's nothing I can really do right now. Maybe pull off some crazy catch, but no. You see, early in this tournament, I thought for some reason it would be a good idea to slap Thunder on Ferrothorn, but yeah, later that will really come back to bite me in the ass. I really should have just gone with Mirror Shot, but you know, it's on me now. Next tournament I'm in, I will have to remember that Mirror Shot is the way to go with Ferrothorn. So yeah, second game up against Burnobus. I think this is an alright lead if I play it correctly. I decided I'm just going to let it through because it's just a body slam. It won't hurt me that much. And I'm just going to Poison Fang down. I'm going to shield this up and then just completely farm. So I am down a shield, but then they bring in Stun Fist. So I figure, you know what, I'm going to go for an Earth Power, which in retrospect was a pretty silly play. They probably would expect Earth Power, so you should have gone for Poison Fang and then got the upper hand with Trev, you know? I really don't know what I should do here, honestly. I would assume that I should bait here, or just Seed Bomb. Yeah, I decided to bait there. See if I can get to a Seed Bomb, but they come in with Lickitung, which is fine. Get rid of it now. If they bring in G-Fisk, that is totally fine, because my Earthquake will knock it out. I tried to catch an Nidoqueen, but yeah, that sprout was pretty fucking dumb. You should have just gone straight Earthquake, honestly, but I let them get some free farm in, and now Nidoqueen's gone. Not like I really could have done much there anyway. I guess I could have tried to catch a Sky Attack on Nidoqueen or something. I probably still would have lost even if I hadn't caught. Yeah, Burnobus, really good battle. Really hard to play around. Anyway, game 3, I decided to go with Machamp, swap into Lickitung. I'm going to live a Body Slam, just kind of hope to farm down. Or, actually, you know what? Here's the thing. I think I counted, and it's like, oh, they're going to get to a Body Slam. I'm going to spend a shield. And I didn't want to spend a shield, so you know what? Probably better that I just throw right now, because I am pretty sure they are about to hit a Body Slam. So yeah, great matchup, obviously. I have a shield advantage. I can kind of just Poison Fang down. I say, you know what? They might shield this. If they don't shield this, then I want some farm. And they did not shield it, so I decided I'm going to farm. They bring in Skarmory. And at this point, I realize I'm pretty much fucked because they have 2 shields and I can't really touch Skarmory. So it's like, oh shit, what do I do? There's nothing I can do. I kind of just say, fuck it, yeah, kill me. I'm not even going to throw anything. Yeah, I just give up here. What am I supposed to do? Got outplayed. Anyway, second battler up against Adam 6, bringing a very spicy Miltank. Hope I can see that. So he brings in a Skuntank, and I bring in Machamp. I'm just gonna pretty much, I think what I'm gonna do here, of course, is try to throw right before they get to a charge move, but that doesn't work. So I'm gonna have to shield this up, and they throw Crunch, which is fine. They know I would have shielded anyway. Out comes Lucario. This is gonna be a real close one because I don't really have anything that wants to see Lucario in the back. They bring in Swampert, and yeah, this one was pretty much just alignment, just rock, paper, scissors, and yeah. Anyway, game 2, pretty decent lead. You know, despite those counters, the Ox can't really hurt Stunfisk with his charge moves. So I'm just going to shrug all of them off. And then just chip away with charge moves. Imagine being a counter user that can't beat G-Fisk. Anyway, I'm going to go for a Rock Slide bait because I figure I'm not really sure why he's swapping in there, but that's okay. I can just get to an Earthquake in time, I believe. And if they don't shield it, it's fine. Has to get a little more farm, of course, because I triple resist the poison jab, I guess. I don't really know what the term is, but yeah, I resist it a lot. And they're bringing a Miltank. Miltank is very bulky, I will give it that, even though it just has Zen Headbutt. This is pretty fun. I think it's like the first time I've actually seen Miltank in PvP ever, actually. Crazy to watch. I don't want them getting switch advantage or really being able to farm down, so I figured, you know what? I'm just going to kind of come in a Ferrothorn, then farm them down, go for a Power Whip, and then win, I guess. Yeah, next game, up against, oh yeah, I forgot to say, only 2 games there. But anyway, pretty great lead there, G-Fisk against Pidgeot. Also a very spicy team too. Dene is not really something you see every day, and Pidgeot's kind of rare too these days. So this matchup is pretty interesting. We both use 5 charge moves to get to our 5 fast moves, I mean. So I decided Power to Snow down, but they bring in Pidgeot, which in retrospect I should have immediately brought in G-Fisk, and I don't. So they go for Feather Dance here. So I should have probably been able to farm a little more, and I do. I farm up as much as I can. And that's going to be really important for whatever comes out next. I decide, okay, here comes Swampert. I'm going to throw Force's Shield. If they want to farm me down a little bit, that's fine, because then I can come in with Nidoqueen to farm. Then they bring in Skarmory, and then I realize that, well, here we fucking are again. This is you know, yeah, this is kind of painful. Maybe I should have brought Stone Edge Queen to this tournament as well, but then again, that would have been pretty hard to predict. But I always didn't know Mirror Shot Ferrothorn was legit, so I should have just run that. Anyway, that was a pretty risky play right there on my end, because it could have had Sludge Wave on Swampert, but that's a pretty good clue that they do not have Sludge Wave. I'm just going to go for a shield here, maybe under tap so I can farm down some more. I definitely want to farm a little bit here. So they go for Hydrocan, that's fine. I farm down all the way. They bring in Skarmory, which is okay. I can bring in, okay, yeah, I pretty much just line up perfectly here. Bring in G-Fisk against, I have G-Fisk lined up against their Skarmory now, and they have Scratchy lined up against my Machamp. I can pretty much just shrug off anything they throw at me right now. If they go for a second Power Punch, that's fine, because now I can just go for a Cross Drop. And yeah, this is totally perfect for me, because I don't want to line up my Machamp against their Skarmory. Even though this looks pretty, you know, open and shut, because G-Fisk resists Skarmory's attacks, you know, Brave Bird still hurts a lot, so if they go almost back-to-back Brave Bird, it's gonna fucking sting. But luckily for me, they cannot do that, so I can just go for 2 Rock Slides and take them out. That was a really close one. So, second game, this is like the only argument that I could have possibly had for Thunder, but looking back, I could have just made this a Mirror Shot too, so what would have been the point? But yeah, they go Feather Dance. I said, okay, I'm going to swap in A9, safe swap against this team, because there really isn't a whole lot on his team that consistently beats A9, or at least beats it really, really hard, so I'm kind of just using it as a safe swap. I kind of had to call that as a Feather Dance there, and I think this is the game, or might be the next one, where I realized that I needed Mirror Shot. But yes, I decided to just bring it down. Okay, yeah, I think this is it. So obviously, it was a pretty tough call if I wanted to shield that or not. I decided I'd rather save my shields for Ferrothorn. Now, here is why I would have needed Mirror Shot. If I had Mirror Shot, I could have farmed a little bit. Well, first of all, I shouldn't have tapped there, but even if I had Mirror Shot, I could have farmed enough energy to KO both Swampert and A9, because that Swampert was one much out of the way, as you saw. So, a pretty good reason to never give up Mirror Shot ever. Anyway, enough of that. On to my battles with Bounce About. He has a very interesting team. I don't think I've seen most of these very frequently, except for maybe Nidoqueen, the occasional Obstagoon, maybe AWAC. But yeah, these are all pretty rare in Open Great League, so pretty spicy of him. You know, we love to see spice in these tournaments. It's a lot more fun battling. But anyway, I bring in Machamp because I want to get some farming in. Not a very good time to farm, and I probably could have baited here with Cross Chop, but that's okay because I can bring in G-Fisk and just get a free Rock Slide off without having to worry about getting hit by a charge attack. Shield this up and then just go for an Earthquake to close out the game. That Night Slash probably would have put me in counter down range, so I had to shield there. Yeah, that was a tense one for sure. And this is an okay lead, I believe, because it will take them a while to get to any charge move, because the Incinerate buff for Magcargo is very nice, but it's not enough to make Magcargo like, consistently good. I have the energy advantage over Nidoqueen over here, to quite a bit actually, so I can probably just, yeah, brute force a win. And I realized, okay, they're quite a bit of energy away from another Earth Power, so I can afford to farm there. And what are they going to bring out next? Surfetched. Okay, this is looking very good. It's going to finish it off, and then they bring in Magcargo, which is also fine, because then I can reach a Cross Chop and finish off the Magcargo. This is also pretty risky because it could have Brave Bird, but turns out it would just be Leaf Blade. That was a really close one, to be honest. Also pretty risky lead game 3. They know I have Payback. I gave that away a little bit too easily, so I decided to bait with Cross Chop because they're probably going to be watching out for Payback. And they bring in Nidoqueen. I probably could have brought in my own Nidoqueen or Trev here. They do not shield that, which is fine, so I get to bring in my Trevenant. They're going to throw Poison Fang here. I probably should have tried to catch at my own Nidoqueen. That would have been awesome. Fortunately, it doesn't work out that way, so I have to go for Seed Bomb on the Stugong and then bring my own Nidoqueen, which lets them just kind of farm me down. Yeah, this is not a very good matchup for me. I didn't really think this Game 3 team ahead very much. I kind of just threw stuff together, honestly. But yeah, I would say, like, I really do like my team I made for this tournament. Ferrothorn, yeah, should have had Mirror Shot. Other than that, very consistent results with every Pokemon. Nothing felt wasted. Then I go for Bone Club here and realize, okay, that's pretty much it. All I could have done. Necrotic Fate. This is a very good player. I played against him a couple of times. Very good this game. Here's another reason I probably should have gone a Mirror Shot, because I would have had more raw DPS thanks to Stab. But now, instead of just going straight Mirror Shot, now I decided to try to bait with Power Whip for Thunder. So yeah, I definitely should have just brought Mirror Shot, kicking myself over that. But I'm gonna stop talking about that. I think you guys are probably getting tired of me ranting about my mistakes. So what's happening right now? Well, he's bringing Suicune. Suicune is pretty interesting. Very bulky water with bait potential. He's going Bubble Beam spam, which is it's working. Bubble Beam doesn't hit very hard, but it's definitely slowing Nidoqueen down quite a bit. Now they bring in, what was that? I just missed that. Oh, Altaria. Okay, well now's my chance to bring in G-Fisk and kind of just farm quite a bit. I decide I'm going to throw right before they get to a Sky Attack just to be safe. And I think enough energy to beat Suicune to a Bubble Beam, but it doesn't matter because now they're bringing Typhlosion. So I assume they're going to shield that. If they don't, that's okay, because now I can farm them. Or not. Yes, I'm not going to bother farming and just bring a Nidoqueen, because now I can get to a Poison Jab before they can get to 2 Bubble Beams. Yeah, that was a fun one. He has some fun Pokemon here. Pretty interesting. Typhlosion, Magnezone, Suicune. Yeah, you don't see very many of those guys. But Magnezone is really good in open. Typhlosion too. I should do something with those guys. Anyway, my champ here, I figure they're probably going to go for a Bulby, but no, Hydro Pump. Interesting play. Bringing Nidoqueen to Scrafty here. Pretty good, pretty good. Obviously, I want to keep Scrafty far, far, far away from G-Fisk. So, I might have to spend a shield here. Got to Poison Fang just in time. This is probably a foul play. Yeah, it is, so I had to shield that. They're bringing Suicune now, so I am going to go for a couple of Poison Fangs. Bring in Stunfisk, and then in comes Typhlosion, but now I can beat them to an Earthquake and knock them out. Get to a Rock Slide. This might KO if it's a Hydro Pump. Yeah, it's a Hydro Pump. It definitely kills. But I do manage to get to a Poison Fang, narrowly securing a win here. So yeah, very, very close games. This is actually not that good for G-Fisk, because I think in a 2-shield Typhlosion can just incinerate down. They're obviously going to spend a shield here to live a Rock Slide, because all the mud shots are starting to add up by a lot. But that's okay. I win the 1 shield. I decide I'm just going to go straight Earthquake here. Probably my best bet. It won't KO because Suicune is really, really, really bulky. And that's fine too, because it means they spend a lot of their energy. Cross Chop won't kill here either, but it will put them in counter down range, which is what I want. I bring in Magnezone, which is even better actually, because now I don't have to worry about Nidoqueen. I can just straight up go for that if they want to knock me out with Hydro Pump. Yeah, predicted it, I guess. Yeah, really, really good games, really intense. All right, final set of games, I believe. Very, I don't want to. Yeah, it's a very standard Great League team. A lot of bulky Mons, and Galvantula. I can't forget about Galvantula. But yeah, this is a very, very well-rounded and defensive team. So I guess I'm gonna have to use Nidoqueen a lot, because Nidoqueen probably is the best matchup against most of these Pokemon. Trevenant does okay against a lot of them, and Ferrothorn does too. So I say, you know what, Double Grass and Nidoqueen. That's pretty much my strategy for some of these games. I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing. I am down a shield, which is very unfortunate. I'm going to start off the Earthquake here. We bring in Medicham, which is fantastic, because Trevenant, well, you know, it's pretty obviously Medicham counter. It's part Ghost. You know, obviously being weak to Ice Punch. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. But it's okay. It's okay. I can live 1. Get to a couple Seed Bombs. They are now down a shield. So I'm going to throw a Seed Bomb at the latest opportunity I get, which is now, because they are pretty close to another Ice Punch. Out comes Stunfisk. I have a Power Whip ready to go, and just one more Bullet Seed did the trick. Okay, this is a pretty neutral matchup. Could go either way, really. Depends on timing and stuff. What moves I use. I go for a Shadow Ball. I probably could have gone for Shadow Ball there, but now I will have to shield this up. But Shadow Claw is doing a lot more damage than Mudshot is. So they decide to let that go through. This is pretty bad, because now it means that I can get farmed down by Mandibuzz. But they throw immediately, so that means I can just bring in A9 right now and throw some Charms, I think it is. I forget. I don't think it's Charm. Anyway, this is decent too. You know, despite Ice Punch, Nidoqueen resists counter, and the damage racks up really, really fast here with Poison Jabs and Poison Fangs. So I can live 1, and now I'm going to throw to make sure they can't get to a second Ice Punch. They decide to shield it up. This is fine because I can just bring in A9 and finish things off. You know, 1 shield situation. This is a pretty good matchup. So I'm just going to go for... You know, I wasn't really sure if I should go for 2 Weather Balls or 1 Dazzling Gleam, but I figured 1 Dazzling Gleam probably still wouldn't kill because Mandibuzz is just stupidly bulky. So the safer choice is probably Weather Ball. 2 Weather Balls at least. And yeah, that knocks out Mandibuzz. And those two games are pretty close. So this last one, though, this is a really good lead. I decided, you know what, they're probably going to either lead Mandibuzz, G-Fisk, or Lickitung. So Machamp was a good choice there. They, I don't think they know I have Payback, so they would, of course, want to swap out of that. They probably think I'd Rock Slide instead. But yeah, this is also pretty good. Nidoqueen beats a ton of stuff with 2 shields. I think Nidoqueen beats most of things on his team with 2 shields. So pretty much I safe swap. Just gonna throw. I do have to shield this because I want to maintain Switch. But unfortunately, I don't think I can make it to an Earth Power here, so I've got to throw Poison Fang. Yeah, in comes Lickitung, so I just kind of line up Machamp against Lickitung, and I pretty much won this game because of it. Well, I will say that overall these battles are very intense. Going 4-2 is certainly nothing to sneeze at, especially considering that, yeah, a lot of really great competition here tonight. And I am really happy I got to join these battlers for the Battle for Life tournament. Thank you all for watching. Have a great night.